One back for the second hat tournament, and these are going to be my fitteds. Yes, I did include these two Astros hats because they are fitteds. They're not on field, so that's why they're not going to be in the on-field competition, but we'll put them back with my Astros hats when we're done with this. So let's get started. Moves on. Moves on. Now, I've never really felt this hat either. It's out. My Rockets vintage style. This is probably my favorite hat that I have. It definitely moves on. And then my vintage style Boston Celtics hat. It moves on. Only got one hat out so far. My U of H hat. I've always liked this hat to a certain extent. I mean, U of H is my favorite college team, but it's out. St. Louis Cardinals. And moves on. Rockets, three-colored hat. Never really felt it, even though it does have Houston on the underbrim. Nah, it's out. Atlanta Hawks, lime green. Moves on. This is one of my favorites also. What's awesome on the side. My O's camo hat. Moves on. New York Giants Memorial Day hat. Nah. My Texans hat. You know, this is kind of plain. So no, it doesn't move on. My Ravens hat. This is just a sick hat. Yeah. Ravens hat definitely goes on. My Panthers hat, that's a pretty sick hat too. It goes on as well. Colts hat, why not? It'll go on. Bengals hat, nah. My Los Angeles Angels Vanheim Cooperstown Collection hat definitely goes on. This one is, I mean, just look at it. It's crap. Yeah, this one too. Nah. And why not? This one moves on. So, we have our competition. The first round consists of my Cooperstown Collection Angels hat and my Yankees hat. This one's relatively not tough at all. My Angels hat, my Cooperstown Collection Angels hat definitely moves on. Huh. My next hat consists of two NFL teams. My Colts hat and my Panthers hat. Panthers has to move on. Colts, you're out. This is going to be a tough competition for me. My Ravens hat and my O's hat. I have to go Ravens. I have to go Ravens. My lime green Atlanta Hawks hat versus my Cardinals Inverse All-Star hat, which is a genuine merchandise hat. Inverse All-Star is out. Two also awesome hats. My Rockets vintage and my Celtics vintage. I'm going to have to go with Rockets vintage. Now my purple Astros hat and the fuzzy felt one. I have to go with the fuzzy felt one. That brings us to the next round. My Astros fuzzy felt hat versus my Rockets hat with ace on the side of it. The Rockets hat. Yeah. Next is another one I would prefer most definitely not to do. My Hawks hat and my Ravens hat. my Ravens hat moves on. This one's kind of a no-brainer for me. My Angels hat moves on. Now I've got 3 hats, which means one gets a bye. The bye is going to belong to the Ravens hat. So out of these two is what hat is going to be my best fitted. Which goes to my Rockets hat, which faces my Ravens hat for my best New Era fitted. The winner is my Rockets hat. So yeah, that's pretty much the fitted tournament. Next up, you're gonna see my on-field tournament. Stay fly, Just World 101 out.